Alright, Classic is out, and today we're playing Handlock. This deck tries to win with either playing a bunch of big giants that you fuel with your hero power, or trying to do some Leroy, power overwhelming, faceless manipulator shenanigans. Other than that, it has some solid Warlock removal options, and a lot of the really good neutral minions that you'll see in most every mid-range and control deck, like Ironbeak Owl, Defender of Argus. If you're really hyped to play Classic and want to see more, let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, enjoy the gameplay. It's probably going to be our turn 3. Oh wow, so Druid has, wow, Wild Growth on 2, Nourish on 5. Innervate gives 2. They could just, like, double Innervate out a Chillwind Yeti. Oh, okay, they didn't. That's so busted. I can't even Soulfire that. I can't kill it with one Twilight Drake, like, bump. That's broken. That's what I call good stats with a cost. Okay, so we're attacking us here, so we're just gonna go with an Earthen Ring Farseer. Are we supposed to just, like, let them damage us to play Molten Giant? I feel like that's not correct. Although, getting a big hand to play Twilight Drake is good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay with that. I think I'm just gonna tap. Next turn we can play out a Twilight Drake. I don't know if this has too much value. Although it could fight against a coin Chillwind Yeti a little bit. Okay, they're just hero powering us, which is good. Okay, that's a really good draw because if they play a 5 health unit, then we can attack and Mortal Coil it.
I must safeguard them.
Oh, it's so good! And it's a 2/4. I mean, yeah. I think we just... Do we even care to trade here? Would we rather push 4 face? That's interesting. Part of me thinks that we have to go face because of their Force of Nature, Savage Row combo. We're kind of the aggressor a little bit. But outside of BGH, I don't think they have good ways to answer our Giants, so I think we can play the long game. So I think we get to trade here. I don't think it was worth just straight soul firing that and losing another card. I think this card is... They have second Keeper of the Grove. Wow, that's nuts. Okay. Yeah, that's really good. Let's tap here, see what we can get. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, well, we're definitely playing Mountain Giant. And then, yeah, we just trade. Gosh, Keeper of the Grove, so busted. I understand why this card was so good. You just should basically trade with the Twilight Drake. Especially in a deck that, like, doesn't have that much good destroy. Although we could get naturalized here, which would, Okay, we did get the BGH. Alright, well, our opponent's having all the answers, which is not what we were looking for. I think I'm just going to... I'm gonna Farseer my face, and then I'm gonna tap, and then we might just, yeah, do we play this? I don't know that it's worth soul firing. I do have the Defender of Argus, so I think I'm just going to taunt this up, make them trade here. I would be okay if they went face to help us get out the Molten Giants, but I think this is okay too. Full disclaimer, I mean, the format just came out. My extent of playing Classic, I think, was like 5 games, maybe, when I was much younger. So I could be playing totally incorrectly, but channeling my wild Hearthstone knowledge hopefully give me some help here. They have a Wrath. That's a good trade there. So now they just go face. I think I'm okay with that. Does that, ooh, Ancients of War, 5/10 with taunt. Okay, so yeah, they're more rampy. A little bit more rampy, a little bit more controlling. Because I think the Ancient of War is not like the guarantee one, right? The draw 2 one is the one that you, like, always play. So that's pretty interesting. How do we kill that? We can silence it, actually, which isn't bad. Yeah, that's probably worth a silence because it gives us a reasonable way to kill it. We can't tap into a Siphon Soul, so I'm going to go with a silence. And then this might just be an attack plus Soulfire. I want attack plus Hellfire.
I got this.
I actually kind of like that, yeah. Attack plus Hellfire allows us to tap as well, get further into our deck. And now we get to play out double Molten Giant next turn. Which should hopefully challenge them. If they get on board pretty hard, we might have to go Molten Giant into Defender of Argus. Okay, so just taking a turn to Ancient of Lore here, so I think we can safely double Molten Giant. Okay, a coin. Into, yep, Chillwind Yeti, okay. Yeah, that is a bit scary. Oh, that's one off. I was thinking of maybe going Molten Giant, Ancient Watcher into Defender, but we are one off from doing that. Let's see, if we tap here, we burn a card. But that would give us, we'd have 7 left, which would be 2 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, that doesn't work. I think to play as conservatively as possible and protect myself. I think I have to make this play. Neither of these line up with Soulfire. Actually, Soulfire could have some really good discards here, but I think it's worth it here. Hopefully we don't discard Mortal Coil. Okay, well, we ideally wanted to play Mortal Coil on that, so that was a pretty bad low roll for us, but I'm just going to pass at that point. Yeah, that was definitely not ideal. These would all be kind of sad discards. We were kind of hoping to discard either the other Soulfire or Powerful Whelming, but Mortal Coil was definitely the worst. We could have Mortal Coiled first to guarantee that we didn't discard it, but at 1 and 7, and also a potential draw, I don't think it was worth. I think that was a worthwhile gamble overall. But yeah, I imagine they probably go trade here. Which I'm okay with. And then I can go. Let's see what they go. They go with Wrath. Okay. Wow, that's pretty aggressive. Let's see. 4. Yeah, so now we can go Molten Defender. Which, Faceless is getting a little bit awkward if we don't play it out here. Let's see. Force of Nature, Savage Roar is how much? It's, was that 12? Right? 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 5, yeah, so I think we have to take the conservative line here. Just go here, here, here. Hopefully this survives and we can, Faceless Manipulator it. I think we have to do it like this. Pretty interesting lines that were being offered here, you know. We might be playing like way too conservatively to try and play around their potential combo, but they've been drawing pretty aggressively. So there are only 12 cards left in deck. We are Warlock, right? We have hero power tap, and they keep keeping pace with how many cards they're drawing. Okay, so they removed it there into a Cairn. Oh no, not a Karen. Okay, there's a Molten Giant. What does that mean for us? I think that means that we tap to start. Okay, Mortal Coil, so... Alright. This is a little bit more likely to happen, but I believe in us. Not Mortal Coil. Don't discard Mortal Coil. It happened again! Oh my goodness. Okay, well I'm just gonna go ahead and trade here then, I suppose, to fight through the first half of this. Feels pretty bad, but it is what it is. Got 2 mana. Or sorry, 2 Chillwind Yetis for just 6 mana. Pretty busted. But now we have Faceless to go with our 8/8s that they probably can interact with this turn. Okay, innervating back up to 5. To Druid of the Claw. Do another 4/6, sure. Okay, they didn't attack there. That's pretty interesting. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. We could either clone this or Siphon Soul, huh? We can also Shadow Flame. Is that the better line? We have to attack into this anyway, though, which is kind of weird, so... I think that is the line, though. That buys us back the board in a big way. We do, because this is at 6 health, if we want to kill everything, we do have to Shadow Flame this, which does suck. We could Power Overwhelming plus Shadow Flame, though. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. We could also Power Overwhelming plus Shadow Flame this, and then go face for 8. Which would I rather have? This taunt is protecting me from Force of Nature's Savage Roar, so I think we do want to keep this. So I actually think, to apply the most pressure, I am going to Power Overwhelming this, plus Shadow Flame it, clear their board out, and go face for 8. We are pretty much out of resources, though. That is both Molten Giants, both Mountain Giants. We do, however, have Jiraxxus and Alex still. So we're not completely out of resources. They are really ripping through their deck here. Okay, there's an Alex. So let's see if we Siphon Soul this. Rather, we could. That's interesting. I think it might be worth it to just set up 2-turn lethal here. Just Alex, their face, and attack here. And now they're at 15, we have 16 in play, being protected by a taunt. So now if they go Force of Nature's Savage Roar, they have to trade, which is good for us in the long run. We could have potentially just Alexed them and attacked their face. But again, don't want to play another combo, keeping up our taunt. Okay, Wild Growth cycling. Jeez. Down to 4 cards. They're going to be fatiguing pretty soon here. Even if they don't... Oh, Rag. Please go face Rag. Please go face Rag. Not one of my 8/8s. Yeah, you can't win them all. I mean, realistically, they had a 50-50 there, right? It was either kill one of our 8 power units, kill our taunt, or hit our face. So they lost the 50-50 roll there, and we got there.